Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday on the channel, we covered what the Deadpool spring cleaning event looked like in April of 2020, which was, to be historically accurate, the first time we'd ever seen it in the contest. Now, this event has been confused by the likes of July 4th or Cyber Weekend. It's different, and I actually think it's different in a good way, in the sense that those events give you bonus items for purchasing units, but then immediately have unit-based offers to try to take those units away. That was not the case with this one, at least not last year. Maybe it'll be different this year. But last year, they had these special doubloons that allowed us to actually use this kind of limited time currency that you only got depending on how much you spent to do its own special doubloon store. And that meant that the units that you purchased in addition to the doubloons were just in your overflow. And so really what I want to talk about in this video is the no-brainer point of this event. Believe it or not, this event's job is not to get you just a bunch of nice bonus items like 5 and 6 star shards, maybe 5 and even 6 star nexus, depending on how they're going to want to do their item rollout this year. Awakening gems. It does say Nexus crystals, which makes me think if this is indeed going to be a step up from last year, that maybe it is a 6-star Nexus. But at the same time, because the units aren't needed to purchase these, at least if they stick to the doubloon formula that they introduced last year, if you are uncollected or cavalier, and Kabam, if you are smart, and that's a big if because sometimes these things make no sense, you're going to want to give cavalier players an extra incentive to buy these. And the only incentive they're looking for right now, the only one, is Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selectors. That's it. That's keeping them from becoming Thronebreaker because they don't yet have that special, fully formed Tier 5 Class Catalyst of any class, mostly, to take a 6-star to rank 3. And we have seen some very poor choices that summoners have had to make to feel like that they have to become Thronebreaker. And I still say, wait, if you're going to use that valuable item just so that you rank 3 a Psylocke or an Iron Fist or even a Groot or King Groot, don't do it. But sometimes people feel the need to because they just want to become Thronebreaker because the daily crystals and even the monthly calendars are just so mouth-wateringly appetizing. But here's what's really interesting about this banner. It says, if you're close to becoming Uncollected, Cavalier, or Thronebreaker, then be aware before you buy, as achieving the next progression level will unlock a higher level of offers, but you won't be able to get more doubloons once you've purchased them. So they have put in a fail-safe for the first time to actually, in theory, stop people from doing the double purchasing. Now, this kind of shocks me because I think if you're Kabam, you want to incentivize people to progress and buy everything they can, including all the doubloons they can, because that just makes you more money. And yet, I'm just going to read it again. If you're close to becoming Uncollected, Cavalier, or Thronebreaker, be aware before you buy, as achieving the next progression level will unlock a higher level of offers, but you won't be able to get more doubloons once you've purchased them. Now, maybe this isn't correct. Maybe they think that's going to happen, but we have seen year after year after year on July 4th and Cyber Weekend that that's actually not the case, and that when you open up a new level, you are able to access everything as if it was there for the first time. But if I'm reading this correctly, and Lord knows I've been wrong before, they're trying to stop that in this case. They're trying to not make it unfair for other players to have more chances for doubloons than anybody else, which I do believe is different than last year where people could get, just like July 4th and Cyber Weekend, kind of the double batch of offers. And the doubloons will be in every level of units like always. It will go everywhere from 3,100 to 135, everyone from $5 to $100. And Lord knows, unfortunately, for those of you watching, that especially internationally, every country is basically being screwed right now to some level of conversion rates of currency. If you're in Canada, if you're in Australia, and then if you're in the UK, you should be paying far less than you are because your currency right now is fairly strong against the dollar, and yet that's not showing up in the way that it's pricing your purchases where you're still spending more than I think you really should have to, given what the price points are supposed to be set at. So that's always important to remind you when you're purchasing hundreds of dollars potentially worth of offers and you're not living in America and going against the dollar. So there you have it. It is the Deadpool spring cleaning event. And just be warned, Kabam might be trying for the first time to give players a chance to unlock a higher level of offers, but not to get more doubloons. So I would do my best if you're really close, especially uncollected Cavalier, because certainly that's easier to achieve than Cavalier to Thronebreaker, to push this week before Friday hits. You'll be thankful you did, or maybe you just push and then you don't purchase anything until you unlock the higher progression, because you will be having a better shot at the doubloons. So there you have it, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and get ready for Friday. We'll do on Thursday a video of what I hope to see in the store, especially for Thronebreaker players. But stay tuned for that. Until then, have a good Monday.